What's going on, Ultimate Hoops Atlanta? Welcome to At the Line, episode number 3. Real excited to be here with you guys this evening. Just finished up over here at Woodstock. I just got back from the national tournament. We'll get in more of that later. But first, we're going to start off with Alpharetta, man. Your guys, enough said, versus the late starters. Big win, 70-55. That was kind of the game of the week over there in Alpharetta. Surprising, man. You guys came out there and beat them pretty easy, even without Big Ant Brown, without AB. Really impressive game out of Sharosh. Man, we got 14 points. He was on fire. He's usually just the verbal blah, 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 getting you guys all pumped up. But, man, he came to play. Knocked down some big shots. I think that might be one of his career highs. 14 is definitely a career high for you. So, congratulations. Let's check in with him and see how he felt about that game. It's week 6, and I'm here with Sharosh Golchin. Big night for you, man. 5 threes, 17 points. That might be a career high for you. I'm not sure. We'll have to go back and check the stats. But awesome, man. You were on fire. You guys ended up blowing out the late starters, which was supposed to be a much tighter game. How do you feel after that big win?
I feel good, man. We got a hell of a team, and the chemistry is awesome. And, teammates found me for open shots, and I hadn't really been hitting. So it's about time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know for this team, you're kind of the distributor. That's your role. You keep them going. You definitely stay on them. You fire them up. Man, you're always yelling at these guys. Doesn't matter if they're down 40, up 50. We're always going to hear your voice. 2 games left. You guys are undefeated, man. We're getting closer and closer to the first ever Atlanta championship. How you feeling? What do you guys think? I know there's some really good talent over there in Sugarloaf. What do you think about the outlook for you guys? I know you guys finished out this season. You have 1 game against Team Follies, and I think you have another game against the Spartans. So 2 big games to finish the year. Do you think you guys can keep it out undefeated going into the playoffs?
Oh, for sure. I mean, there's a bunch of good teams. I think every team is a good competitive team. Everybody plays hard. I'm really looking forward to those regional playoffs that you guys are setting up. I think that'll bring a lot of excitement to Ultimate Hoops, and I think it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be good.
All right, man. Well, last thing before you leave, we just got back from the Vegas tournament. There was no representation from Atlanta. Pretty upsetting. It was unbelievable talent, unbelievable tournament. I got my chance to be out there for the first time ever. Enough said, man. You guys are the one team I thought will eventually get there and make it. Do you guys think you guys can put together next year? Can I get a guarantee? Can I get a percentage chance that Enough Said makes it to the national tournament?
I tell you, we definitely started talking about it, so it looks like a pretty good chance. We'll see.
You guys would be good for the Vegas trip, man. They need you. All right, man. Appreciate it. Oh, man, awesome stuff right there. We're proud of him. That's a great game for you, man. We like to see you getting out there scoring. I know he's had some injuries and things like that have slowed down his game, but that guy really is a player. It's still in there somewhere, man, even though you're getting slow and old and fat. Any last thoughts about you guys? Enough said. 6-0 now, just cruising through Alpharetta. A lot of change-up we'll get to over in Sugarloaf. So you guys think you're still the favorites? Man, you guys look good. Hopefully Ant comes back full speed. He's ready to play soon. But what do you guys think? Favorites still?
Most definitely. Enough Said is definitely playing out of their mind, like I always say. Sharosh had a career high 14 points, as we said. Also had 3 dimes, so I have to give you props for that. Sharosh is known as a defensive player, so he came up big with those 3-point shots. Marcus Brown was a good pickup for Enough Said. He's averaging a double-double game in and game out. Rob Bowden is still on jet lag from Vegas because he was at the national tournament as well. But he contributed 11 boards for that night, which is, good input. Enough said. I must say that we have that chemistry. Each person knows where each person is going to be on the side of the court. That chemistry is there night in, night out, or whatnot. So with that being said, I mean, no other team in Atlanta could beat Enough Said as of right now.
Man, I have to agree, man. I hate to tell Prince that his team's good because that just hurts me more than anything. But they're good right now. And late starters, man, they did their best. But they got 1 for 7 effort out of Rashad Kershaw. He was real disappointed after the game, man. And they need everyone else scored double digits, stepped up and did their thing. But, he's the only guy that didn't step up for them. They were a little shorthanded. All right, man, I'm going to let you take it over. What's going on in Sugarloaf? Let's touch over there. Let's see what's going on with – we had Team Duke primetime players. That was the big matchup in all of Atlanta this week. So fill me in, man. Fill me in.
I must say I'm going to start off with upset alert, upset alert, upset alert. Primetime players got 2 of the best backcourt, arguably the best backcourt with Tion Westbrook Watkins, as well as Matthew. This is my court, Awasu. They played out of their mind. Pretty much the article before the game was saying that in order for them to beat Team Duke, they had to play 44 minutes of full-court basketball, and it starts on the defensive end. And they pretty much listened on the defensive end. They created 13 turnovers and dominated the glass. They had 37 boards against Duke's 20 boards. All 5 starters had double figures. And at halftime, they were up by 16 points, and they never looked back. Primetime players, that is a team to look out for. And the new addition of Derek Pope, he added 20 points and 7 boards. He is something to reckon with, so that's a very good pickup for primetime players. But for Team Duke, it looks like they could do a lot better. It's just one loss of the year, but it looks like they were bickering a little bit with each other. I noticed that on the side of the court. So with that being said, is a rumor that they might split up? Is a rumor that they might release some players? I mean, I really don't know, but as of right now, that is rumor. But Team Duke is one loss, but can they come back from that is the question.
Yeah, man, absolutely. That is the story at Sugarloaf right now. People changing teams, man. Nobody seems to be able to get along over there. Everybody wants to win, man. They're starting to see, oh, can I get on this team? Can I get on that team? You know, play with your team, man. Hold with your guys. All these guys are jumping ship. You know, talk about 2 guys that jumping ship from Team USA. We had Tion Watkins and Matawusu. We got a chance to catch up with them after their game. So let's check out what they had to say about that big victory.
What's up, Ultimate Hoops? This is Prince Kearney. I got Tiana calling Westbrook, Watkins, and I got Matthew. This is my core, Awasu. Big win tonight, fellas. Team Duke was basically undefeated. They were smashing teams pretty much by 23, and then y'all actually put a killing on them tonight. Y'all beat them by 16. Tell me about the game plan. What did y'all do to prep up for this game? Because this was definitely the game of the night. And what can you do, or what did y'all do for tonight's game to beat this team and beat them by 16?
I mean, me and Matt, we met up last night around 11 a.m. We put up shots earlier. We already knew we was going to outrun them because they're an older team. So basically, we knew we was just going to beat them with our legs.
Okay, I'm going to swing it to you, Matt. This is my court. Pretty much, you had an amazing game as always. They were talking a lot of smack in the first half. It looks like y'all was not going to pull it out, but the first half, I think y'all up by like 11 or 12. What did y'all do the second half to make sure y'all finalized the game?
I mean, I'm going to keep it 100. Marquise, you scared of me. That's why you didn't show up tonight. But we played real hard, and I ain't even eat for this game. I ain't eat all day. I've been ready for this game, out focused, and I knew we was going to win. Okay.
All right, so last question. Basically, y'all was on Team USA prior to 2 games before, and y'all switched over to this team. Tell me about the karate of this team, and why did y'all switch over, and what do you like better about this team, and what don't you like about Team USA? Let's go with Tion.
Okay, I mean, with Team USA, we knew we couldn't play our game. You know what I'm saying? Me and Matt, the type of players, we don't like no one to control how we play our game. So we knew when we switched our team, we could play at our full potential. So when we switched teams, we knew we was going to respect each other game as well as the other players on that team game.
And Matt, what about you?
Duke wanted me to play like Mookie Baylock. I'm going to give it to you 100. I play like AI. I'm a scoring point guard, and I know how to dish it. So that's my game.
All right, as always, Ultimate Hoops, we out.
Man, those 2, first of all, need to put a shirt on in our interviews, man. No more shirtless interviews, man. There's a bunch of dudes watching this. It's not a bunch of females. So, like, shirtless interviews need to end. But, always fun with those 2, man. A lot to say. Matawusu, man, you can entertain me all day long. So, that dude's a funny guy. Let's take it over to Woodstock. We just finished up tonight. Only a couple games tonight. We've had a couple reschedules for some teams are traveling and some different things. We always got that. But, nothing good came out of Woodstock tonight. It was ugly. It was just beating after beating. The first game was pretty ugly. The second game, Skyforce beat the Roswell Ballers. That's the game we'll talk about a little bit. Skyforce, man, is the team I cannot figure out. They come out, they beat up teams like the Roswell Ballers. They face competition, and those guys go into a shell. Tonight, if those guys can play like they did play tonight, when they have Michael Light, tough little point guard, he really changes the way they play. The other big part, is the Twin Towers, man. Jarryd hitting and William York, man. Those 2 guys, they got to realize that when they play together, man, there can be a tough duo. They're really close, man, and they're like brothers on and off the court. I got a chance to catch up with those guys for a little bit, and let's check out what they had to say after the big win. What's going on, Ultimate Hoops? I am here with Jarryd Hinton, William York, the brothers, as I like to call y'all. Y'all are very close on and off the court. Big game tonight, 16-13 from you. I think you probably, had a pretty solid game yourself. We didn't get to see your stat line, not as good as, as Bill, because he is kind of the star. You're kind of the sidekick to his show. But how do you feel about your performance tonight?
I did good. I did real good. I think our team played excellent.
That seems really good. That's a lot better than the first take of this. Jarryd, man, no dunks tonight. I know you really wanted a dunk. We're going to get one good one out of you. We're going to get a big dunk out of you sometime this season?
Yeah, I gotta get back in shape. I've been slacking the last couple of weeks, but I'm gonna hit the gym hard, and come next game, I'm gonna get a good dunk. I'm gonna get one.
All right, off the court, man, you guys are very close. You all do a lot of things together, I'm assuming. Like, pretty much, would you guys best friends, man?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, all right, I'm going to ask you some questions right now. See how close your friendship truly is right now. Okay. What's Bill's favorite color?
Green.
Green.
Okay. What's the name of Bill's first girlfriend?
Michelle.
Michelle.
Man. I don't know what that's got. Your turn. What's Jarrett's current girlfriend's name?
He doesn't have one. His last girlfriend was Leandra, and I can name everyone before that too.
Yeah, it was Leandra.
All right. What's Jarrett's current side chick's name? We can't. All right, never mind. We can't have that out here. We can't have that public. I'm sorry, man. All right, man. Y'all, big games tonight. Y'all looking good again. Your team, man. You guys are up and down. What's going to happen this season? Up. Can we say, will you be getting into the All-Atlanta playoffs? Will you be able to get out of the first round here at Woodstock?
We're going to win it. Win it all. Guaranteed championship this year.
Oh, yeah, guaranteed. Once I get back in shape, our team's going to be 100%. We got to work Dylan into the flow of things, but once we get him in the flow, and then the rest will just come to us.
All right, man. You heard it here. BFFs, best friends for life. They love each other, man. I'm gonna let y'all go do your little guy love thing, man. Gotta love these two. All right. Oh man, those two are two fools, man. That's all I'm gonna say about you guys, man. You guys are two fools, man. I love you guys. Some good guys to hang out with. Love the way you guys come out here. Love your dedication to Ultimate Hoops. So, hopefully Skyforce figures it out, man. It's interesting team, a lot of talent, hanging out right there in the middle of the pack, and it's either going up or down. We'll find out. Atlanta playoffs are coming up soon. Regional playoff first round is going to be coming up soon. I think it's time for Prince's hats off, man. It is time for hats off. Who was the guy this week? Prince is going to take his hat off and show his receding hairline for you. So you could be the lucky guy to get Prince's receding hairline. So let's hear it, Prince. Hats off. Who's it coming to?
Yes, hats off. It's basically, as you know, if you watched episode 2, basically we shout out to the player of the week. And basically I take my hat off to that player of the week. And hats off is definitely going to go to Devin Scott. Had a big game pretty much yesterday. Yeah, that's my beat-up hat, too. But anyway, had 29 points, 14 boards, 60% from the field. Even though it seemed like he was playing a JV team, Devin came to play. So pretty much he was dunking off the glass. And the main thing that I liked about his game yesterday was he was screaming out, "You better guard me." And it was like a form of disrespect that the guys wasn't guarding him. They were giving him wide-open three-point shots. So definitely, Devin, you got hats off for the week. Keep it up. 29 points, 14 boards, 60% from the field. That's definitely game of the week, player of the week.
Like to see that. All right, guys. Talk a little bit playoffs, man. We brought this up last week. Got a couple of dates to announce. Kind of talked about the format. First round of the playoffs, I want to say start after the 7th. I think that is the last week at Alpharetta. So that's the 7th is the last week at Alpharetta. So the week after your final week will be the first round of the playoffs. That is your regional playoff. 1 through 6, you got to win your region to get to the second round after that. After that, we should have 2 games somewhere between the 15th and the 24th of June. Okay, the 15th and 24th of June, you'll have 2 different games. You have a quarterfinal game and you have a semifinal game. Those are going to be held at Alpharetta's location. We're going to announce those dates pretty much this week. The championship game is in Atlanta. Man, you do not want to miss this event. I just got done talking to Atlanta GM Andrew Brook. We're going to get an interview with him hopefully next week so we can talk a little bit more about that championship weekend. But it's going to be Saturday morning. We have the gym from 10 a.m. to 1. Okay, so we got not only just the championship game, but we have the All-Atlanta All-Star game following the championship game, along with our three-point contest and dunk contest. So, this isn't, you got into your little All-Star game at your club where, it was 10 out of 40 guys get in, a quarter of the guys get in. No, this is the All-Atlanta All-Star game. We're going to have guys from Woodstock, Sugarloaf, Atlanta, and Alpharetta. It's going to be some, absolutely amazing stuff. Can't wait to check that out. Mark your calendars. Don't tell me you can't be there, because June 27th, Atlanta Sandy Springs Club, starting at 10 a.m. will be right off the bat with the championship game, followed by the dunk contest, and then the All-Star game. So it's going to be a great week of people out there, fans. We're going to have sponsors and events out there. We're going to have a member advantage out there. I mean, it is not going to be taken lightly. We cannot wait to get that going for you guys. So, I'll finish up a little bit with national tournament. I got to go this week and work the national tournament, and I got to work with a great group of regional coordinators, man. Ultimate Hoops is filled with a lot of great people, a lot of great team members, and really I can't wait to get an Atlanta team out there to experience it. It was top notch. It was class act event. You couldn't ask for more. Zach Andrews, I think we're looking at a photo of him right now. I'm going to put this photo up here. You can see this. This guy was killing people, dunking all over people. That was one of his many dunks that I'm showing you right now. Maybe I'll get one or two in here. He is a star, and that's the type of guys that were out there in Vegas. So we hear a lot of talk about Atlanta guys coming out to play in Vegas. Can they do it? Can they not? Next year, man, we're going to put 2 teams in. That's my goal. The tournament will fill up within the first hour. Every team, it's 16 teams only. Every team out there said they're coming back. They had to turn down 4 teams already this year. It will be filled up in the first hour of opening. So we're starting to put the teams together now. So reach out to me. You're gonna keep hearing this every week. Enough Said is one of my first teams that I want to get most of those guys out there. Duke has promised me a team. If you don't know Duke, you don't play Ultimate Hoops Atlanta, so I don't have to explain what Duke is. So just be ready, man. Atlanta is going to represent. We're going to take home that championship, and we are going to boast about it. We're going to do shows and articles and interviews. Whatever team goes out there, one of the cool things I want to do for that team is we'll do a full documentary on your whole trip. We're going to come with you. You're going to roll out there with us. We're going to follow you. We're going to have cameras. We're going to edit the whole thing together, and it's going to be pretty neat, man. So I don't know, Prince. You got any final thoughts about that national, the national championship? Can we get a guarantee from Enough Said? Will some members of Enough Said be at the national championship next year?
I'm calling out my players. I'm calling you out, Ant Brown, Frankie, Sharoos, Rob, Marcus, all of us. The Enough Said squad needs to come out there. I'm excited about it. I'm thrilled about it. Let's bring Atlanta. Let's bring the national championship to Atlanta. I mean, we deserve it. We got good people, good chemistry. We need to bring it because I'm excited about this tournament. Yes, it's a year out, but, hey, let's plan for it now. Let's bring it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you notice, Chad Cribbs, you weren't even mentioned. So pick your game up. Your stats look awful. The only thing that looks good is your hairline. Chad Cribbs calling you out as usual. All right, man. That's At the Line. That's episode 3. Thanks for joining us. Catch you next week, week 7, couple more weeks, and we're in the playoffs, man. So let's pick it up.